Hello guys, Kaiser here, and today we have another Kraken Hunt episode for you. Today we'll be taking out the USS Arizona Tier 5 American Battleship, and hope you enjoy the video, and let's jump into this match. Alright, as you can see, we are into this match. I cut off a few minutes of the start, me and my division mate in the Dunkirk just sailing from our southern spawn south of B all the way over to the sea spawn. As we can see, the enemy team has only got one destroyer, and our team also have one destroyer. And before we go any further, let's quickly take a look at our commander that we'll be using. William Sims, inspired by Andrew Cunningham, and Azalain Scharnhorst. Just a standard accuracy build to make the guns as accurate as possible. Alright, let's take a look at the team roster there quickly. Enemy's got a T-22 destroyer, they have got a few cruisers and then a few battleships, and no aircraft carrier for this match. My division mate in the Dunkirk and I, we are pushing as fast as we can to come and assist the flank here on the sea spawn. So we see our friendly Congo there pushing in, and me and my division mate instantly try and warn him to get back, as he's up against an Ismail and possibly the enemy destroyer as well, as we have a feeling the enemy destroyer, the enemy T-22, was the one that was finished capping C, and we see gunfire there from the smoke cloud on that little corner there on the sea spawn. So here we see the enemy Ismail pushing in hard, and our friendly Congo did manage to slow down there, and me and my division mate, we start hitting this Ismail as soon as we can. And I do get a very nice citadel there and a lot of penetration damage as well for our first kill of the match, to try our best and save the allied Congo there, as we see a Königsberg and a Marblehead, and then one unspotted ship in that smoke screen to the right of the screen, as you can see there. We assume that to be the destroyer, and we also have another cruiser just south of our current position, and hopefully together we can, as a team, push this flank and recapture the base. Here I am trying to see which way the Marblehead is turning, and we do know the Marblehead has got a lot of guns, and they reload very quickly, and it has a good fire chance. So the sooner we get the Marblehead off the map, the better. And we do know both the Marblehead and the Königsberg have torpedoes, and we need to keep an eye on possible torpedo threats here. As we see the smoke screen that was in front of us dissipate, and we see torpedoes there, so we assume the enemy destroyer to be on our right, maybe just in front of us. And me and my division mate, we push this cap to see if we can't force that destroyer to show himself. And if you see on the mini map there, there's the enemy T-22 there, and I immediately ping the location to try and request support from our teammates to focus on that destroyer, because the sooner we get the destroyer off the map, the better. And here I don't want to turn broadside to get off all my guns, as I know the T-22 probably launched torpedoes in this little gap. As we see, the cap is still contested, and we know the enemy destroyer did send torpedoes here, and we only managed to eat one torpedo luckily, and he did not cause a flooding, which is really good for us. Now here I switched to high explosive shells, as I know that's a good shell choice when facing this destroyer, and our teammates do manage to chip in there on the enemy T-22. And I would like to rush him around this little island here to see if I can't help the team get rid of him quicker, as we do not want to allow the destroyer to get off more torpedoes when we have the opportunity to remove him from the map. Now we do see he is slowing down there, but I'm not confident that my shells will clear that corner piece there, and he instantly starts reversing again. So here my plan is to communicate with my division mate to see if he can't shoot him, while I try and push him from this little safe spot here out into range of our allied ships. And that way we can get rid of him. And yes, our friendly Pensacola manages to finish off the destroyer, which leaves the enemy team without the destroyer, which is excellent. And here my division mate in the Dunkirk requests support, and I make the mistake of beaching in this little passageway between these two islands, as I underestimated the turning space available, and the Arizona, of course, is not the most agile, most maneuverable battleship at Tier 5. And I unfortunately do not have any other option here but to beach and then to reposition myself when possible. I'm trying here to mitigate the turning by going quarter speed, half speed, full reverse, but unfortunately I beach on the bottom part of that island or rock mass. So here I go full reverse again just to go back a little bit to see if I can't reposition my ship, and here I want the Pensacola to possibly go close to the Dunkirk, which he does to assist my division mate with Wolf rebuild, but unfortunately my division mate is on a permanent fire there. Oh, I do apologize, that's the Leander, not the Pensacola, dropping a smoke screen for my division mate. Alright, so we do see the enemy Königsberg out there at 16 kilometers. He does seem to be turning back in, so here I realize I still had Ichi shells loaded for the destroyer, and I switched to AP, and I rush as fast as I can in the Arizona towards my division mate in the Dunkirk to see if I can't assist him with World rebuild. But it looks like he is on 2 or 3 permanent fires, and unfortunately World rebuild is not enough to keep him alive. So I do lose my division mate there. And now, unfortunately, for this specific part of the match, we are down 2 ships. We do have the 2 cap or 1 cap advantage over the enemy's 1 cap, but a ship disadvantage of 2 ships, unfortunately. So our primary objective here would be to get rid of that Königsberg and Marblehead, as they are definitely putting pressure on our flank here, setting fires, and I know I will be the next target to be focused down by their high explosive shells. Luckily we do have a Pensacola and a Leander over here to assist, and the Leander smokescreen here is helping me to reduce my spotting, so I can hopefully get behind this island as to decrease my detection, reduce the risk of being spotted. There's the Königsberg, I see he is sailing away. I do try and guess which way the Königsberg is going to go, lead him a little bit forwards, and hope our shells with good dispersion can do some damage. We do get just shy of 4,000 damage there on the Königsberg that's sailing away from us. And luckily the enemy team is not contesting the Bravo cap, so our points are still increasing, and our advantage is building on the enemy team. Now here I am spotted again, and I do drop spot there, luckily, and quickly deciding here which way I think the Marblehead is going to turn. Try and guess his turning position, and I try and lead him a bit there, and hopefully we get some shells to hit the Marblehead there. Alright, I do get a very nice salvo there, just over 6,000 damage on the Marblehead, and hopefully with my next salvo I can get rid of the Marblehead. That would be very nice. Both those 2 cruisers are kiting away from me and my teammates here, and I do get hit there from the side, which draws my attention to the enemy Texas that just made his appearance as another ship that is going to be a potential problem for us. Luckily I am angled nose in towards the Texas, so that's also an advantage for me, as I am not broadside to him, so I'll not be taking that much damage. As you can see, I completely missed my shot there on the Marblehead. Now enemy ship is capping B, which is a problem for us, and I request help from my 2 cruisers to get back, specifically the Pensacola that's chasing those 2 ships, as that is a tactic that many enemy ships in wargaming deploys when they are trying to draw away the blue team away from the caps and try and get them out of the match here, as I would like our Pensacola to return back to the center of the map, as that is where the action is, as we lose our Leander there, unfortunately. Now this Texas is presenting an interesting angle for me to possibly hit. I do see the enemy Badioni there capping, and I also know there's an Ayoba, and both of them have torpedoes, so I decide here to rather beach on this island than push further in to eat torpedoes, so I would rather beach here. And I see the Texas is more or less broadside, and I can hopefully get my front guns firing. There are the torpedoes I spoke about that I knew was coming, so it's good that we did not eat any of those torpedoes, as I'm still being shot by the Marblehead and the Königsberg as well. Now the biggest threat here for me is that cruiser, the Rayoba, with torpedoes, and then of course the Texas. So I'm trying to angle my best here to not take significant damage from the Texas, as I know the Texas hits very hard. And my primary focus here is to first get off the Texas, as I know his guns can do significant damage to the rest of my team. We do get a nice 8k salvo there into him with the rear guns, and I do take my front guns out for a salvo, and we manage to get rid of the Texas, permanently remove him from the enemy map, and that's a very good ship to get off the map. Now here I am being rushed by the Badioni and the Ioba, so this is going to be a worry, as I know both of these cruisers have torpedoes. The Badioni has short range torpedoes, about just over 4 kilometers, and the Ioba has got long range torpedoes. And I do unfortunately get 4 ricochets there of the Badioni, as I did not aim high enough, but this Ioba is going to be our next focus. I do manage to get the high caliber medal there, and they are the torpedoes of the Ioba that I spoke of, and I'm on 7,000 health here, which is very worrying. If I do eat a torpedo here, I'm probably going to die. Now, with a very lucky situation there that I managed to slip between those torpedoes, and the enemy Ioba is probably very furious that he did not get a nice torpedo dispersion on that salvo to hit me. I do get a double citadel there on the Badioni to devastate strike that ship and remove him completely from the map, which is very nice. We also do get the Confederate there, and that takes us up to 3 kills and just over 107,000 damage for the match here. Now, luckily, the enemy friendly cruiser behind me is giving me Wiltshire build, which is excellent, and I'm so grateful for that, as I probably would have died here in this match without the Wiltshire build from the friendly teammate. Now, the Ioba is very low health there. I am trying to figure out which way he's going to turn possibly, and I do shoot for the front of the ship, and we do manage to clip him there for our 4th kill of the match. Now here I'm on a double permanent fire, and I did put them out, and I'm still within Wiltshire build range, and hopefully I can get rid of this Königsberg as soon as possible. Our Pensacola did manage to finish off the other enemy ship, and that only leaves the Königsberg left, and we have a 2-ship advantage now, and we have all 3 caps. So if we can finish off this Königsberg, we should have this match in the bag. Königsberg there is very low health, and I do finally get my reload back, and I do shoot the Königsberg there, and I manage to clip him with a citadel for the Kraken Unleashed, and bringing us to the end of this match on North. Alright, we just finished off the match there. Just over 111,000 damage, 4 citadels, 5 kills, and a lot of medals. That was a very nice match in the Tier 5 American Battleship Arizona, and as you can see, base XP just over 2,400, 5 kills, and our team did very good there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did like this video, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.